So, we're going to be talking about brush basics. Yeah. So, I realized, like, why am I going to show you how to do these things, like smoky eyes and things like that, when you're probably like, what is she talking about? Especially with brushes, because that's important. Okay, so I'm going to start with simple eye brushes. So, I guess your most basic one is like a shader brush, and a shader brush, is just like a flat brush. It's going to be very like skinny, very densely packed. This is like an example. So it's very thin. Sorry, there's like makeup on there. Very densely packed. Another one would look something like this. This is a MAC 239, but you don't need to get something fancy. See how skinny it is? It's really skinny. Something like that. This is one from e.l.f. And it looks like this. And it's gonna say like eyeshadow brush on there, like that. There's also another one, and it's just this one. But this one says smudge brush, but I used to use this one for eyeshadow too. Okay. So for that, these are just basic ones that you just use it to put, like on your lid, eyeshadow on the lid, or, like underneath the brow bone, inner corner, basic, just to put eyeshadow on. You can use them however you want, but that's just how they're intended to be used. Now, then there's the other brush, which is your more crease brushes. Crease brushes and blending brushes are similar in the way that I guess you can both use them for like the crease right here, or like to blend out shadows like more upward, or to give you like a more smoky effect, or if you add more shadow to smoke it out, or if you want to like make soft the eyeshadow, sort of like blend it out to make it more soft rather than like a harsh contrast or harsh line on the lid. So this is a crease brush. It's going to look like it's going to be dome shaped. It's going to be circular. It may be a little bit pointed, but either way it's still going to be like oval, oval dome shaped. Then another one would look something like this. This one's also by e.l.f., but this one is a blending brush. It's a little bit more longer and it's fatter. But either way, this is job done. Also, this is a crease brush. And then we're going to start with the blending brushes. So see, like blending brushes are more, I guess, wide. They might be longer, but you can still go in the crease with them. It's a little, but just so you know, see how they're a little bit more like longer and they're like more spread out, denser, or not necessarily denser. They're a little bit more less dense because they're gonna be softer. Then there's the all over lid shadows. These can also just be like basic like shader brushes, like the first ones I pulled up, like these, except these are just cheap ones I have forever. They're just a little bit more fat, I guess you can say. And then for these, I just like, when I put my base on, like my base eyeshadow, like my all around eyeshadow, I just up all the way down, so it's easier to like put more shadow on. Also, like if you just want to do like a one lid color, these are the best because you just go in, do what you need done, and you're good. And then you can also like, since they're a little bit more fat, you can kind of like create your own like, I guess, blending outward of them. Okay, I think that's, oh, pencil brush. Then you may come across something like a pencil brush, which these are more like used for, I guess, like detailed work. So here's this one, like a MAC 219. It looks like literally like a pencil. So for this, you use like to go underneath like the bottom lash line, I guess, to create a more smoky look, or like let's say you put like want to like smoke out the lash line up here, then you do that. Kind of like a pencil. It's more like a smudge brush. It's more for like detailed work. There's also the angled brush, which, see how there's an angle. Okay, this is a bad one. Sorry, this is ghetto. Mostly because I've had this forever. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but you know, eyebrows, also liner. Also, you can also do like pencil brush, smudge it out. There is also this one by Urban Decay. I have, it's old. Got it free or something. I don't remember. But you know, same thing. More detailed work. Honestly, I hardly use these last three that I showed you, because I find that a lot of eye brushes are very universal, that once you start getting like the techniques down, I feel like the only three you need are the basic shading, so your basic shading, like the first ones I showed you, your crease. I have like a million of like the crease slash blending. Yeah, there's more. Okay, don't judge me. And then like the all over eye. I just feel like once you start like building up your brush collection, there's certain ones that you just, especially for the eye, it's just universal. Same with the face. You can start using more like less less of your brush collection to do like different things to your face, if that makes sense. So those are, I guess, the basics for the eye. Yeah, I promise I'm 100% sober right now. So just so you know, when we continue, those are the basic ones. Like I said, e.l.f. is good to start off with. 1, because they're cheap. 2, because they're cheap. 3, because they're cheapest. Cheap. And I like started with them and I love them. I still use them till this day, as you can see in my collection. They're not gonna last long, however, they serve their purpose. Okay, next lesson, base brushes.